In Module 1, we looked at the fundamentals of the OneNote software tool. In this module, we will continue by looking at how to add different content to pages in OneNote. We can add a wide variety of different content to OneNote pages, and this gives us the opportunity to have different media together in one place. OneNote becomes our one-stop shop for our content and our workflow, as well as helping us to stay organised, save time and work collaboratively. Let's start by adding some text. You can add text to any part of the page by putting your cursor where you want the text to be. I'm going to add some notes to the meeting page here, and we can see that it adds in a text box. We can format those notes like we would in Word, and we can move the text box to wherever we want it to be on the page. Let's go ahead and add some notes for the meeting and use bullet points to correspond with the agenda. If we wanted to add text or annotate notes here using digital inking, we can use the Draw tab, and this works best if we have an active pen or a stylus for a touchscreen or graphics tablet. Select the colour and pen thickness, and then you can write on the page. You can convert the inking to text by selecting the handwritten text and then choosing the Ink to Text button under the Draw tab. The Draw tab also has the option to use highlighters for annotation, and you can draw shapes and graphs, among other things. If we need to add images to a page, we can get the files from 3 different places. From our own saved files, by taking a picture using the camera, or by searching for the image on Bing. We'll pick a picture from File here using the Insert tab, and then Pictures, and then from File, and then we can add our picture to the page. A handy tip is to use the inbuilt camera option to scan in pieces of handwritten and drawn work, as well as taking photographs of practical work. Audio can be a powerful tool to use with OneNote. It can be used for many different purposes, like adding voice notes, adding verbal assessment to a student's piece of work, or even for students to demonstrate their understanding of a topic through an audio task. Something that would be particularly useful in the teaching of languages. I've moved over to my lesson planning notebook, and in this scenario we are going to add a voice note to this page to give some verbal cues for the students to support their understanding. This page will be shared with the class notebook at a later point, so students will have access to the written instructions as well as the voice note from me with verbal prompts. To add audio to a page, choose the Insert tab and then select Audio. It will start recording straight away, and then you click Stop when you have finished. We can see a play button appears in the Audio tab on the ribbon and near the icon, and we can listen to the audio back. For this assignment, I want you to label the image using the different keywords we covered in the last lesson. We can also add a Microsoft form to a page very easily using the Microsoft Forms button on the Insert tab. On this page, we want to add a reflection form for students, so we can select the form from the list and it will automatically embed. If we want to add video to a page from Microsoft Stream, Flipgrid or third-party sites like YouTube, we can easily do that using the URL for the video. In this scenario, we want to embed a video which goes through the key points from our safeguarding training. First, we need to grab the URL from the source site. In this case, we're going to share a Flipgrid short video link. Once we've copied the link, we then go back to our OneNote page, and we can either choose the Insert tab on the ribbon and choose Online Video, or we can just go ahead and paste the link onto the page and press Enter. The link will then convert into an embedded playable video, and that means that we do not have to leave OneNote to watch it. We can resize the video window by expanding the box and by moving the drag handles to the size that we want. Let's now explore some different ways to add and embed files on a page. On this page, it would be useful to have the link to the presentation that was used in the training video. That way we can make our own notes and refer back to the slides at any time. Since the presentation has been saved in OneDrive, we can grab a hyperlink for the file and embed it here. A couple of things to note. First, make sure everyone that needs to view the file has permission. The second thing is to open the file first and then copy the link in the URL bar, rather than generating a sharing link in OneDrive or SharePoint. This will ensure the file embeds on the OneNote page, and you can resize the slides, and you do that in the same way as with the video using the grab handles. You can add a file to a page too. You can do this in one of two ways. Either you can digitally photocopy the pages of a document, a PDF or the slides of a PowerPoint, or you can add the file. Let's look at both options. To add a digital printout, make sure the cursor is on the page where you want the pages or slides to appear, and then select the Insert tab menu and the Printout button. This will give you access to File Explorer, and then you can select the file you want to print out. Each of the pages will then appear on your OneNote page. A handy tip: if you want to be able to annotate or type over the printout or image, you can right click and select Set Picture as Background. The image will then be pasted to the background, making it easier to write and type over. We've switched back over to our Minecraft Club page that we added an image on. It would be useful to have the Minecraft world and the guide notes to this page too. To add those in, we can click on the Insert tab and the File option. We're going to pick the Minecraft world, and we can see it gives us the option to add the file to the page or upload it to OneDrive and generate a sharing link. We're going to add it to the page, and we can go ahead and add the PowerPoint in the same way too. The files will open to their original software source. If we double click on the Minecraft icon, it will redirect to Minecraft Education Edition, as that is the original software associated with the file. The last thing we're going to look at is adding in meeting details from Outlook. This can be useful as it brings across the key elements of the meeting, like the time, date, any meeting links and the participants. We can then add our own notes to the page. This is particularly powerful for any meeting notes which are held in collaborative OneNotes, so that all of the meeting information is centralised, including any attachments included in the calendar invite, and notes can be made together. We're going to add the meeting details for the school production planning meeting. Let's click on the school production page, and then under the Insert tab we can choose Meeting Details. Because we have signed into OneNote using our Microsoft 365 account, it will pick up any meetings in our Outlook calendars. We can search for meetings on other dates by clicking on the drop down. Let's go ahead and select the meeting in the list, and then we can close the Outlook window. Now we can see the details on the page, and where it says expand and collapse, we can look at the different meeting details.